the same name as Harry Potter. Boise's getting a professional Major League Quidditch team. Now, when somebody says Major League, that means there are players who are getting paid to play this game. That is, Steven, is this the same sport as the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah, there's like restrictions on, obviously you have to fly in the Harry Potter movies, but I mean, I think overall it's the same gist of how to score points and all that. So yeah.
Anyway, so we're getting one of those teams. I don't know why, but hey, it's a bunch of people running around, throwing a ball, catching. Are they? Never mind. I'll figure it out when it comes here. It gets them outside. At least they're not watching the movie. They're getting outside. So good for them. Weirdos. So we have that. And we have a story that's connected to a story that went viral weeks ago. Okay? There are states all over the country, areas all over the country that are dealing with bullying. And you remember that story, that kid from Tennessee who was crying and it went viral. Remember that story? Okay, remember that? Remember that kid crying, and that affected most people. Let's hear that, just to refresh your memory.
Just out of curiosity, why do they bully? What's the point of it? Why do I enjoy taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Put milk on me and put hand down my clothes. They're right at me.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you feel?
I don't like that they do it to me enough for sure. I don't like that they do it to other people because it's not okay. People that are different don't need to be criticized about it. Because it's not their fault. But if you are made fun of, just don't let it bother you. They suck, I guess. It's hard. But I'll probably get better one day.
And that video touched a lot of families. That kid, nobody wants to see a kid cry. So many people said, he should beat up the bully. Now we see where the victims of bullying who don't have the ability to just cry it out and deal with it and move on, we see time and time again where those reactions become deadly. And nobody wants to see that either. Now here in Idaho, I'm wrestling with a story we have. There's a suburb of Boise. I know. Boise's already small, but we have suburbs. Anyway, it's called the city of Middleton. Not that you care. But the mayor of the city of Middleton has an idea. Let's hear that idea.
When Idaho's anti-bullying law was passed in 2015, statistics showed that the suicide rate in Idaho schools to be almost 50% above the national average. And for Beverly Ferner, bullying and suicide are topics close to her heart.
The suicide rates in Idaho are too high.
She says it needs to stop.
As the city of Middleton, we looked at bullying rates, and we were seeing more and more in high schools and junior highs. And then that is correlating now with the suicide rates in our state.
The city of Middleton wants to present the idea of making bullying a citation, a ticket. Middleton Mayor Darren Taylor says, we don't want people being bullied, and if they are, we want that to be a citation. Bullying, cyberbullying, it's still an issue. Now, think about that for a second. Think about that for just a second. I don't have kids. I've been around kids. I've dated people who have kids, but I don't have any kids of my own. So my knowledge of what goes on in a school today is very limited. I can't imagine it being all that different, but it was. We didn't have the internet, and we didn't have social media when I was in high school. The internet was just starting, but you had to make sure the stars aligned, and you heard that dial-up sound, and you actually just wanted to go on the internet just to hear that sound. Ooh, what's it doing? We didn't have, in my day, kids taking guns to shooting up schools because they didn't want to be bullied. We had fights. Sure, we had fights. Cafeteria, parking lot, hallway were fights. Somebody punches somebody else in the nose, somebody else punches them back, detention, done. Or if it got too big, somebody would just get kicked out of school. Now it's getting more violent. Bullies have been around, and I have an unpopular statement. I think bullies serve a function. I think bullies serve a necessary function because everybody I know, present company included, has been bullied in some way, shape, or form. Some bad, some not so bad, but in some way, shape, or form. Should there be a ticket written to a bully? Most schools have school resource officers. Now, that's a new thing from when I was in school. My school didn't have an officer at that school all day long. We didn't. I mean, we had career day sometimes, but we didn't have an officer at my school. Not my grade school, not my middle school, not my private Catholic high school. No officer there all the time. Now, most schools do. A lot of schools do. So let me ask this. Since bullying has somehow gotten out of hand, out of control, the bullying is getting worse, it's getting more violent, and the reactions are getting worse and getting more violent. Should bullying be a ticketable offense? I don't know how much you write that ticket for. When somebody says citation, that to me is right on par with speeding. That's right on par with parking, the parking ticket. The thing is, I like the premise. I don't like the execution. I like the intentions. The intentions is to stop bullying. Stop bullying. How do you reach out? Well, obviously, detention and demerits and all that stuff, that's not working. How about we hit them in the pocketbook? How about we hit mom, because you know the kid's not going to pay. How about we hit the family right in the bank account? Not the school, the police department. It's an idea being floated around here in Idaho. And in this vast audience, I don't know if any other place is doing this. Now, there are laws on the books for harassment. There are laws on the books for battery. Those laws already exist. How about bullying? A lot of states have anti-bullying laws. Should an officer write a middle schooler or a high schooler a ticket for bullying? Jaywalking. Hey, I saw you cross that street. You're outside the sidewalk. An officer can write a ticket for jaywalking. Should they be able to do the same? Hey, I saw you calling that kid poopy head and making him cry. Come here. I'm writing you a ticket. Hey, I saw you knock her books out of her hand. Come here. I'm writing you a ticket. 844-344-DANA. I don't know how much the ticket would be. But you hear that video of that kid, and there wasn't most parents I heard from felt for that kid. A lot of people felt the same way as that kid at some point in time. They just keep calling me names. I don't want to go back there. They're mean to me about it. 2017, final week of 2017. Here's an idea. Why don't we just write the bully a ticket? You poured milk on that kid's head. You put ham down his pants. That's a $200 fine. Good idea or not? Will it stop the somehow worsening modern problem of bullying? 844-344-DANA. 844-344-3262. My name's Nate Shellman, filling in for Dana on The Dana Show.
Can you imagine test driving a car for 100 days or having 100 days to break in a new pair of shoes? Well, Casper is doing that. They're giving you 100 nights to test the Casper mattress. Seriously, 100 nights. That means from now till next year, you can give Casper mattress a try in your own home. And here's why you'll love it. Casper's 2 high-tech foams guarantee you sleep cool, comfortable, and fully supported. It ships for free right to your door in a how do they do that size box? And if you don't love it, they'll come pick it up for free and give you a full refund. When the choice is to test a mattress by sleeping on it for 100 nights in your home or trying one in a store for just a few minutes, it's a no-brainer. Take Casper's 100 Night Sleep Challenge and you'll get a great night's sleep guaranteed. And right now, when you go to
Hey friends, welcome to Live on the only network put by the players to the fans. My name's Skip Alvis, along with Big Dude and Jimmy Kennedy, talking some Penn State football here on a Wednesday night. So glad to be back here with y'all. It's been an amazing time for us. Jimmy's live out there in Arizona, going to be giving us some great insights and updates that's happening. And before I do that, though, we would have been on here the past couple weeks, but we kind of went through one of the saddest times of my life. My mom died, and so I missed my biggest fan. So, but anyway, I got my other fans here with me, my 2 good friends. So we're going to be talking some Penn State football here tonight, and can't wait here to get on with some things. We've had some things shaking down with the team, a couple guys getting some trouble, and a couple guys gone from the team. So we're lots to talk about here. So gentlemen, so glad to be back here together, and just in time to we do our picks for Penn State and the rest of the bowls.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to I just want to say quickly, I know you focus on football, but just wanted to say that it was a blessing to be in attendance on your mother's in our community. We call it one celebration of life, because that's when we saw many great things that had influence on a lot of people, as evidence that people who showed you and the love that you got from the community. And, that's what it's all about. And hopefully, we'll be able to carry on. I know that she was part of the installation for the show. So I'd like to dedicate the show to her if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
I know she'll be listening.
Hey,
Stefan, the great stuff.
Yeah, Stefan, I can't thank you enough. Love you, man, for coming out. It was, I'm so thankful. So, really appreciate it.
That's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, that's definitely, it's always just to you and your family as well, But it's, smiling down on you from heaven on the show. She was proud of you, man. And, it's definitely a tough loss, but forever be in your heart, man. Continue to make her proud and continue to do things the right way and so on. And in your heart, she lives on, man.
Right. Well, she's with the Lord, man. She's a God moment, so I'm thankful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you,
guys. That was a good show. And like I said, we got some really good stuff to talk about. And
sure do.
Thank you, Mr. D, for doing this. We'll try to make some reflections at the end. Let's get where should we start? We started with what's going on. I mean, we got pregnant. Why don't we start with Jimmy at his own location?
Yeah. Jimmy's still in traffic now, I think, actually. So, just leaving practice, Jimmy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm actually just leaving practice, sitting in traffic right now. But, it's rush hour. You forget, because it's holiday time, you forget that people still go to work and stuff. So I was leaving. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to head home. How far away you live? About 20 minutes away from where they practice. And I look, and I was like, oh, this is about at least a 45-minute to an hour drive. So I'm excited, though. The boys look great out there. I know we wanted to, I'll probably be jumping all over the place like I always do. But, so initially, somebody got in there, and I saw Coach Franklin start to told me, he said, hey, you had a situation with a couple of your guys, a couple of D-linemen and so on. They didn't do nothing crazy or malicious or nothing like that. Coach just has a standard that he has, that he has to do. The guys had car problems and so on. They ended up showing up late. and missing a team meeting and a team check-in and so on. So, yeah, so they're not suspended from the game or so on, but they're suspended the first half. That's Sharif Miller as well as Shaka Tony. So, so oh wow. Yeah, so he won't start this game, and they'll be suspending him as well as stop. Well, they won't play, not suspended. They won't play the first half. And that's just that punishment for missing it. And although they, let Coach know and so on, still he has a standard that he has to do with doing things the Penn State way, leaving out on time, making so many times step up and so on, even if you have car problems. And then you also have to, set the tone and not necessarily make an example, but this can't go, without, any, punishment to a point, because what does he do when you got 10, 12, 13, 14 guys who, if something like that happens in the future, and they say, well, you let this guy off. So it's setting the standard and doing things the Penn State way, so it's like, coaches and so on feel bad about it, but, it's the Penn State way or no way, and that's what I love about Coach Franklin. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard. Absolutely. It's hard, apart from something beyond your control, like the power going out, your alarm not working and stuff like that. I remember having a wind-up alarm to make sure that in case the power did go out, I wake up,
Yes.
Yeah,
But even if you know how that goes, if your power goes out and so on, and you still late, Coach Turner wasn't trying to hear that. You're trying to get the power went out and so on, but you can't get a phone. You still use your phone. You come up with something. And back in the day, we had cuckoo clocks or something. You burn with a cuckoo to death. So I'm just saying. So it's just like in this situation, it's a good and it's a bad. Like it's good because obviously, like I said, Coach Franklin is doing things the Penn State way. It has to be done a certain way, the Penn State way. It's bad to a point, because we don't have our starting defensive end in the first half, and so on as well as our backup. But it's always the next man up attitude. And then it's it's a learning lesson and so on. I mean, and here's the good and the bad. If you wake up and it's just like the support on how we do as Penn Staters, like you said, with Skip, just losing his mom, they do being a true Penn Stater, being a true brother, he was right there by his side. You understand? So it's just that's how it is. So what happened was, and now full detail, I don't want to misquote or say it like I was there, but from my understanding, Sharif Miller, his alternator went in his car. Shaka Tony was about 45 minutes away up the road, and once he found out that Sharif's alternator went, he turned around, went and picked him up. And they was in Philadelphia and so on. He turned around and went, picked him up, and then turned back, and then they still ended up being late. Now, what happens is one of those things is like, yeah, he was going to the bus, and he was going to catch the bus, he was still end up late anyway. But in true Penn State form, here it is. Your guy isn't going to let you leave you behind. So he's like, man, I know I'm 45 minutes away, but I'm going to turn around, go grab my guy, turn around, and then we're going to head back up. Because I know his alternator went in his car. So yeah, it was the thing of, hey, let Coach know that, hey, we have this problem. But then also, having another Penn State having your back and coming to get you. So now it's like one of those things that's like, yeah, we can stop and say, hey, if Shaka Tony don't go back and grab, Sharif Miller, if Shaka Tony is starting right now for this game, but you also can sit there and be still proud as a Penn Stater to know that he wasn't going to let his guy down.
Right. Yeah,
like I said, it's good and bad in the whole situation, but, it's a learning lesson and so on, because I try to get those guys to not just think about the moment, and I tell them, I said, man, you got to understand that, guys, and, I know, Dr. Tony, he's Muslim and so on, so I said, God, Allah, whatever it is, you got to trust that he has you in the perfect place. He has you, and if you're exactly the way you're supposed to be. So if you ain't supposed to play in the first half, this is already, you already walked this path. Like this, your road is already laid out for you. moment. And, when I talk to the guys at practice, it's like, oh, man, I didn't get all the reps that I'm supposed to get. I'm just like, yeah, you ain't playing in the first half. So, right, if you only got X amount of reps, in practice, physical-wise, you should have had a whole practice in your head from taking mental reps and so on, and making sure you're in position and so on. So it's like, yeah, you don't get to start and so on, but guess what you get to learn today? You get to learn how to actually work your brain and get these mental reps and so on, so when you're out there, you can do what you need to do. So it was fun sitting on the sideline and talking to those guys and showing them how to grow, and especially grow through their pain.
Sure. Hey, well, Jimmy, now, please make us feel bad and tell us how nice the weather is.
Well, it's 72. I was out there in a hoodie. They were looking at me like I was crazy. I told them I was trying to hide this Thanksgiving and Christmas weight that I gained. I was over there looking like honey bear, sugar bear or something. I was looking real jolly. I told them I couldn't unzip my hoodie today because I might have like a hard rainbow shoot off my stomach like a care bear. I was telling them, but it's a beautiful day to practice. They was looking at the weather and so on. They was looking at me like I was crazy. They was like, man, you're a West Coast guy now. You're over here in the hoodie and stuff. You probably cold. It's perfect weather for GA and so on. You would know, like, we outside in t-shirts and it's 45 or 35 or something. Like that, so but I still know how to go out there. I still have to bend my I still have to I still have to crazy. We're doing enough non-cool for everything. Chill out. So I know what it's like. I said, this is what it was I had on a like a lumberjack red and black shirt today. With some blue jeans and some black sneakers. So I was definitely, look good. For the most part. But, when I was told they wanted me to come out to practice and so on, I was looking, I was like, oh, hold up. Let me see what I have. Like, I'm not going to be out there. Because Coach Paterno will go crazy. I told him, I said, Coach Paterno will go crazy if I show up there. I'm on the sideline in a red shirt or something crazy, like white color, So I said, everything's blue and white and everything's gray or so on for the most part. So I looked and I had some, I always have like sweatpants and my flip flops and stuff in the back of the car and stuff like that. So when I do like walking and stuff, so I had a gray polo hoodie and some gray Nike sweatpants, and I put those on with some tan Converse. I went to work. Talk going on. That's how I go. Oh wow. Well, I didn't do nothing this way. What you say? How did the team look? Oh man, they look great, man. You know what it is? It's awesome to see the guys go out there and work. They have fun and so on. But it's all business for the most part. Like these guys practice like they're ready to go out there and get this win. So that felt good to see guys go out there and so on and watch them continue to take it down. So it's like, all right, they practice hard. It's a rough day and so on. Today they go through a solid practice and so on, and it's like, all right. So today was cleanup from yesterday, and it's like, just watch them ease off the tomorrow just a little bit, watching the coaches take it down and so on, because, it's the big time game coming up, and then it's pride and stuff that goes into it, a lot of, or not a lot, but, we have some guys that's going to play their last game in a Penn uniform. We have guys that's going to play their last game of football, period, unless they, and then now it's time to get into the real world and so on. So we have guys who might, turn pro and might get it free agent and try out and not make it, and guys who might make it and so on. So it's a moment, like I was saying earlier, it's a moment that needs to be cherished, and then also you have a squad who experienced what it was like to lose the Rose Bowl last year and go the whole offseason with that last feeling being the loss. People don't think about that. So you have guys who actually stand like, hold up. We're not trying to laugh in the locker room like, oh, you see that move that I did in the last game that we played? Or you see when I did this? And actually build on that instead of, and build and talk about, hey, yeah, we played Austin versus USC. We came back, we almost won. That's still a loss, you know, that still sits in your mouth. So, you know, they guys going to go out there and actually put on the show. And then also, on top of that, you know, it plays a part because what happens with that is, if last year, given the situation, if, you know, keep in mind that Ohio State went out there last year, they started to play up. You know, it was like, it wasn't, yeah, so it's one of those things that if they would have won that, it probably would have caused a lot of conflict and so on too. Like Ohio State should have been there, you know, and look what they did, and look what Penn State just did for, you know, USC and so on and so on. So it's just all that feeling and stuff is still in the back of the, you know, some of the guys' minds, and they're working hard. So it's just pleasant to see.
Awesome. I definitely appreciate you running out there and giving us the insight of what's going on. And, you know, that's one opportunity you mentioned is extremely important. And I know that we just received news from, I think it's from Penn about two players that I know of. And I asked a question. I think I had questions about you all about the stretch. I knew something happened to Manny Bowen. I heard he was hurt. Now it says he's no longer with the team. You know, that was Manny Bowen.
Yeah, and
no longer with the team.
right, linebacker, receiver, Irwin Charles.
Yeah, then you got Irwin Charles, number 11. For my way too, man. You know, that was, like you said, next man, but I do say as an educator, it's difficult to see people pass up a dynamic opportunity, like you said, Jimmy. We're going to football was part of it, but getting that whole experience and with the education of the sport is a big loss, and a lot of research says that I do need to be specific, but I do need to be specific. You know, the loss of an education for the middle class is a tragic loss indeed. You know, we look at, you know, what we have in our schools, and these a lot of schools and all these opportunities, people would kill a lot of folks from their respective communities. Those people from New Jersey to make it. Unfortunately, no matter what the reason is, it's a shame that we got to this again, as you said, Jimmy. You have to credit Coach Franklin with this, irrespective of how much it hurts, because you can't be part of the program or institution. Not only one that we're building, but one that you will represent for life, and you have to earn that right to do that. But I can't tell you that even way that it makes me feel better, but I didn't wish those good as young men, and, you know, great success. And what they're doing, I hope they don't turn around wherever they are. Just very disturbing for them not to be part of the out of the climate, as you know. And also the historical foundation that we come from. I mean, it's made for success by the course. Anywhere else, but it is, you know, it is very disturbing as a associate dean of students to see these two young men. But hopefully from there they'll learn, and the team will be okay. Golden Shift will be replacing Manny Bowen. And he does. Golden Smith, of course, is a solid football player. Picking a senior, I know that he's made a number of tackles in the top one, man. I know one of the concern is there might be some matchup issues with the backs coming out of the back. He's not a great cover guy, but we'll see what happens.
Well, you know, we have a good family of former players, and we all do care and love one another like we do, and I hope you know, we've all gotten to know some other guys who've had some things going on over the years, and they you know, they're still part of the family. They come back again, and their lives change in good ways, and we wish that happened. I mean, Manny last year actually missed the Rose Bowl, you know, also.
Yeah, I was going to go out. It's tough. I mean, he missed the Rose Bowl, so they think something was big because, you know, when him being out, especially when they were able to come back, we were very sure and love that.
Right.
And guess what? You got Cam Brown, he played in that Rose Bowl. He was a freshman last year, a legitimate freshman, number 23, 31 last year, number 6 this year. I can't wait to see him play, but that's the thing that concerns me about it, man. We see multiple incidents and things that happen in football. Normally, as we saw, I'm not saying things can't get better, but usually it is a very dangerous path people are traveling down when you do have to leave a football team and you have a talent and you can get a chance. So it's difficult. And, you know, I'm actually, the shows are very interesting, man. It's like, it's 30 for 30 Hopefully that's what we'll see here.
Yeah, we wish nothing but the best for these guys. May they do some soul searching, and may things come together in all the right ways here through even some difficult times like this. But hey, we were talking earlier stuff. Back in our time, there was a guy who he never got his ring. He got in trouble.
I just didn't learn that. I never understood why, but the person that I think he was a preferred walker. I just remember the young man.
He was actually recruited out of Texas, and he was supposed to be one of the best guys that were coming out of Texas. And he just, it was sad, it's really strange because this guy from preseason, and I know because I had a personal experience with the guy sitting before the man one time. Preseason. No. Well, what I meant by that is, some guys just have this thing about him, get in trouble, and I got mixed up in him. In some of his antics in the preseason, and
oh man, big dude,
we're there before the match, and it was this pattern of conduct throughout the whole season, where it just culminated in something that was just completely so outrageous for the program that I completely understand why Joe would
hey, you're still laughing.
Well, thinking all the wrong ways about that, but yeah, it was madness. It was madness, but you get guys like that. And Jimmy, you being in the NFL, you probably have some guys who've managed to always get fined, always just their heads aren't there. Did that ever happen with any of the teams with the Giants when you guys were going to the Super Bowl?
Not necessarily, because, I'm not acting like we didn't have guys who got fined. Obviously you always have a guy who might be late or so or whatever, but it wasn't like a consistent thing or something like that. You might have a guy to break a rule or so on, but it's different when it's your job versus, like I was saying before, in college to some point, it's in these situations like what you guys are talking about with, Manny and everything else. You have it to where a guy is kicked off the team or a guy is no longer there or, are missing bowl games and actually not traveling with the team, etc. Usually it's like, small slap on the wrist or so on, like you said, missed the first half, may not play a game or something like that. When it becomes your livelihood, that's totally different. When it becomes like, all right, well, hey, you got fined $60K and you only made $25K, so that's like 2 game checks. It's like, whoa, it's stuff like that. Because people, the fines stay the same. That doesn't mean that your contract, it's deserving. So if you pay man into something and you get $10 million a year or something like that, or $10 million, a season, versus, Joe Smo who gets $100,000, who might get $15,000, $20,000 a game, the fine is still $30,000. Now, pay might knock that off, but, someone else just missed out on the whole game check and everything else and practice and stuff free.
Wow.
So people take that serious, but then also, depending on your caliber of play, that can get you cut. Like, all right, now, you ain't taking this serious, that can get you cut and sent home. And if you're not good enough, keep in mind that it can also have you say, like, have you out of a job because, you become like a locker room guy, you become a distraction, a team distraction, and you can get labeled. So guys in the pros take it a little bit more serious than guys in college and so on. Given the situation, college is totally different than, the pros. Like, for example, you get a guy with car problems in the pros versus a guy with car problems in college. A guy in the pros is on Uber for 2 hours. And if I'm gonna lose $10,000 or $15,000 for being late,
Trust me, I'm paying $400 cab ride. You know what I'm saying?
You're paying the speeding tickets if he gets one.
Exactly. So, yeah, so it becomes stuff like that versus pro versus college, where at college they don't have that Uber ride and so on, whatever the case may be, and so on. Like I said, once it was once the car don't start, it was like, all right, I'm heading over to the Greyhound, to the bus station, so I can get back to college.
Right.
You know, ain't no call that Uber Black take me to gas up. The gas is on me, toll is on me.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that.
Hey, let me throw this one out here, Jimmy, because you mentioned about that in the league, and here it is. Not to shift away from Penn State at all, but I'm kind of curious. Here we got a guy like Harrison with the Steelers, big time veteran player, and all of a sudden, he was complaining about his time playing, and I mean, I can't help but wonder, maybe the Rooney's got a little petty and said, well, we're going to release you. Now he's with the Patriots. I mean, what do you make of something like that?
I think it's awesome. Because it's one of those things that's like, I think it's awesome for him. I think it's hurtful for the Steelers, and so on, because you have a guy that literally who can go out there and for the most part, as players, I know when I played, I could bring the whole playbook with me. So even though he's been there, he's been there for so long. Think about how much notes, how much different stuff that he has in his house. That's literally for when we played in Pittsburgh. So when we played New England. When we go out there, even if they just signed up for a playoff game or so on, if he go out there and they just totally destroy Pittsburgh, he knows everything from the call to the signals and so on, from the adjustments and so on that they did this year.
Wow.
But even though, you don't think about how bad that's going to hurt, keep in mind that, this last game just came down to a questionable catch for Jesse James.
Yeah.
It's not like he was a blowout or so on. So then now you want the edge. Hey, let me go sign your all-star linebacker that you guys don't want to play, out there, that you guys want to cut, and everything else. And people act like he's wrong for that. With like the fans and stuff, like Harrison is wrong for signing with the Patriots and so on. We play this game to get money and to win championships.
Right.
So if you cut me, and in this late in the game in his career, you think he's really playing for money? That's not enough now. So now he's playing strictly for championships. So it's like, he wants the ring.
Yeah.
He wants the ring. And you can get mad all you want to. Yeah, he didn't ask for him to cut him. Only thing he asked for was to play more.
Yeah.
And you got him out there, and I understand that his playing time got cut, but you guys wasn't even dressing him. He was inactive.
Oh, yeah.
You had the guy inactive, and he was over there coaching up J.J. Watt's brother, and so on, and he's coaching him up basically to take his job and everything else, and you guys act like he's supposed to be part of that. Just because you're older doesn't mean that you lose your competitive fire. Everything that I'm still going through with my body and soul, when I was out there, I still had that. Man, if I could play up and down 40, you can look at people, you get overwhelmed and be like, I can see it in your eyes that you saw, bro.
Right.
And here's the thing is, because what happened, as a competitor, there was no one-on-one blocks today, like one-on-one rushes and so on. And I was calling out the guys who was what before they even got that in their stance. I was like, all right, look at him. I was like, oh, he got good feet. So you got to count him. They were like, how do you know he got good feet? I was like, I just tell by the way he stands. I could tell by his build. I could tell by, you know what I'm saying? I could tell by the way he's walking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, that's listen, that is priceless, man. That is priceless.
Yeah, so it's like literally when they were going past us, I was looking at them, I'm like, you guys ain't paying attention. So even though they go past us, and they line up, even though the right defensive end is up, the whole offensive line gets down. And when the ball snaps, they all take a step and step up and throw their chest up or throw their hands or whatever it is and so on. So they try to show you how they're going to block. As you stand there waiting for the next guy up. Even though you go half flying, you stand there guy's going to do something. Even though one guy up, that guy's going to do something. So you got to go through your rush and get hit before you even get there. Or he gonna start setting like that. Okay, cool. Then when you go out there, he starts to do. You got to throw. How you know he's how you know he's going to start that? Because he just short that just now and his own little walk he just had. You know?
Right. It's just another player and stuff came through my after school. And hopefully they're not exaggerating. It's just I have a team like Marquise Pouncey. We shouldn't even be talking about it. Let it go, man.
Oh,
yeah. That's a pretty strong stuff to say about the dude you played with for a while. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just what it is. It's not even just about his own legacy and so on. It's the loyalty is always to the team, it's never to the players. Like why wasn't the fans in the uproar when they got rid of James Harrison?
That's right.
Now, how about this? Let's show loyalty as far as this. How about you already have linebacker core that already feels, a little bit broken because we told him to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So you already feel incomplete because you lose your star linebacker who just so happens to, hurt his spine playing the game that he loves. You know what I'm saying? Now, the guy who's the veteran guy, the guy who's been there the longest, the guy who holds everything together, the guy who's the heart of the defense, the guy who's basically the new Joey Porter of the Steelers, for the most part. He's Joey Porter without being Joey Porter. He's the Joey Porter of this time. You know what I'm saying? And then every Steeler had that situation. Keep in mind, Joey Porter's going to come out, he's going to set the tone, he's going to set the attitude, everything else. And then you have Jerome Harrison, but then prior to him, who you have? You have Kevin Green. You have, all the guys, every Steelers team had one. Greg Lloyd, they all have a guy that's a linebacker that's going to come out there and set the tone and be the heart of the defense. So, how do you think about it? Williams out there right now, he's not playing a great ball. Number 98. From the time he went out there, I was like, oh, what is he doing out there? And after every play, the only thing he does is complain. How you try to scream and everything else and stuff, but you can be a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you get a guy like Harrison, can't let go. No one says anything. And then now he's supposed to be a fool and not sign with the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. I want him to get a ring.
Well, I hope if the Steelers can get
But here's the thing, if people forget that he has one already, but I still want him to get one.
Yeah.
There's two.
Right.
When
you talk about
I just really get it to my girl. But like you said, look how long it's been so they just think somebody else to think about giving it. And it should have goes up.
That's what the thing is. Even if the people don't think about this, and I ain't trying to be funny. If he goes out right now, watch how this goes. If he goes out, and I believe the Patriots have the first round bye, I believe so.
They do.
So think about this. He goes out, he has the first round bye. If the second game after they bye is versus the Steelers, is that the AFC Championship game?
Over.
Yeah,
So it sounds like, think about this. So if they go and they have Jerome Harrison, who is going to go out there right now and have the best 3 weeks of practice or 4 weeks of practice that a 39 or 38-year-old player can have. First of all, let's be clear. Because for like this game, people don't realize that the Steelers still have to pay him. So if the Steelers have to pay him, let's say he makes $100,000 a year, he'll get that $100,000 from the Steelers still for this final game, and plus he can sign the new contract with the Pats, and he signed for $59,000. So that one game he'll get $59,000 because in the playoffs everyone is it's no longer a salary, it's a set pay. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like preseason. No matter what happens, you're only going to get $5 for this preseason game. You know, no matter what happens, first round bye, you know, you ain't going to get that check. But you got first round bye, you get paid for practice and so on. And then second round, you know, that game you're going to get, you know, 65,000, 75,000, and then Super Bowl you're going to make 150,000. That's everyone on the team. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that's like, in that situation, Harrison goes, he plays, either play or don't play this last game, practice, shoot up, so on. So you get pictures of him running around the Patriots uniform, right? He goes out there and plays. Let's say he plays 20 plays and get a sack, you know? Now the media and stuff going to go crazy. Now playoffs start because it's week 16. Playoffs start. Now they get a bye week. He practices and so on, continue to be a part of the defense. Now, let's say the first game, second game is versus the Steelers. He's going to have the upper hand on them like crazy. They beat the Steelers. His third game is now in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not going to cut him after beating the Steelers.
No.
You know what I'm saying? His third game, and then his third game literally with the Pats could be in a Super Bowl.
Right.
And he can get a ring.
Right. Well, you know, Jimmy, here's what I understand, you know, people can complain about loyalty. I mean, this guy has been loyal to the Steelers all these years. And the Steelers, you see, people ask me email stuff. I'd say, look, the Rooney family has become so petty that they can't take any negative criticism from a player, all right, who wants to play the game, who's been loyal to them and this team all these years of his life. He could have gone other places to play. He stayed at Pittsburgh, and they can't, and they get angry because he starts saying, "Hey, I want to play some ball," and you let him go at this stage in the season. Listen, you know, there's a serious management problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, and I don't think the fans are seeing it because they're up in arms because he went to the team that they really desperately want to beat to get the Super Bowl. But if Pittsburgh does not make it to the Super Bowl, they can't blame the players. They need to blame the owners. They need to blame the management because they're the ones that are so petty to try to do something like this to a guy who's spent this much time faithful to that team.
So do you think that the Rooney's had something to do with Cousins? Or is this a coach's call?
Well, no. They had a lot.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Like, for example,
Jeff Reed was the kicker with the Steelers, and he started going out and getting all, you know, doing stupid stuff and making stupid comments, and he blew that extra point intentionally. He was gone. All right.
But you're able to say intentionally.
Oh, well,
you understand? You're able to say intentionally. Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, with him, whether he was complaining or not about wanting to play, when Randy Moss came out to the Vikings and he was doing what he was doing, and Brad Childress, he was the cancer to the team, which he was. He was the cancer to the team. Next thing you know, he cut him, and next thing you know, they fired Brad Childress for cutting him without talking to the owners. Sure. Because he sold jerseys and everything else and so on, and he was still a legend and so on for the Vikings and so on. But Brad Childress got fired because he cut, you know, we spent a year with an interim coach. Not because Brad did something wrong, it wasn't the coach, right? Because he got rid of Randy Moss.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
You know, and I know that that's totally different for, you know, Coach Thomas because, you know, he got championships.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you make of this, Jimmy? I mean,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm asking, do you really believe it's the Rooney's call? Because understand this. Here's what reality is. It's week 16. You think the Rooney's is really going to say, you know what? I can't deal with 2 more weeks of James Harrison.
Maybe.
Well, I can't remember. And that's my comment on he said, look, we're not going to do every time that had been really protecting Harrison. Maybe it was just publicly, but for him to continue to do a job, I'm guessing, you know, make sure he has a job, he has to go. And that's what people argue about it. Like, okay, you know, you don't want to be on the team. I don't know how it goes, Jimmy, like, who gets you at 2 does it? You're 31 years old and you can't play, but you're not going to give the best chance to know. Are you glad just to have a job? Or should they have cut him early? Well, that's the question. So that means should he even come to camp? I mean, I don't know.
Here's the thing is, the guy's a freak. He takes care of himself.
Oh yeah.
Here's what I say.
One minute.
The White Freeney, the stat guy, got signed by Seattle this year. And the only reason why the White Freeney is still on the spot is because they can see that the team was falling apart and that they were and that they weren't going to win. For the most part. So the
Well, we will hear in 30 seconds, guys. 1 minute to break.
A wild card for nutrition.
no, we got a minute left. Then we'll just have a very brief stage maybe. But so, yeah, so well, I can agree with you saying stuff, and I think Tomlin he was a stand-up guy for Harrison for a long time, and so that's why it made me think more it's the Rooneys than it is anything else as far as management goes. But that's I think they're kind of a petty family like that, and can't take any type of negative criticism. They're notorious for not paying the players all that well.
It's not a commercial, right? We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't? No, we're not in a commercial yet. I'm going to flick it on here.
No, it just came on, sure.
Really? Oh, man, why?
Yeah.
I didn't hit the button here yet.
Yeah, we're playing the whole time, bro.
Huh.
That's how it's like.
I don't know why you guys are hearing that. But we're going to do it right now. We'll be right back after the station ID.
No.
Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLS report number 30.
At 106.3 FM and 970 AM. WBLF Belmont State College, 292 Easy up to Belmont State College. Local news, sports, and weather. WBLF. Depend on it.
All right, you've been listening to Lines Live, folks, here on the Forever Lines Network, WBLF 970 AM and 106.3 FM. Live here at State College, Jimmy Kennedy out there in Arizona, the big dude, Stephen Davis. My name's Skip Ravelbiscuit, and talking a little bit about some things shaking up in NFL as well with James Harrison here, trying to figure out what's happening with that there. But it's interesting how these things kind of tie in together, and the difference between the NFL with the guys showing up and guys in college, and the differences and what it's a business and it's money. In the NFL and the college, it's missing your playing time. So
Yep. To get to the business part.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, speaking of business, there's a whole lot of discussion on in-car parking. I guess in the what do you think about that?
Did he say it?
Yeah.
He made that announcement?
So respected to he's still up. Maybe even make it cool. Like those coaches, everybody knew that. And that's what's really totally different people. I don't see them coming back. I think they were always preseason years and all these other things. I just don't see them back. I'd like to see them come back. I just think you got this guy good now.
Yeah, he's definitely has to go now.
He has to go. There's problems in the versatile players. And a lot of prognosticators say that he definitely could be the top 1 or 2 running backs in the
I believe that. I mean, I think he'll probably be the first running back taken.
Yeah. I don't know when that would be. Well, that's what we're talking about. We know that he was spoken about and he was, for a number of years, he was found. It looks like that he was going to be there for this year. When we'll find out what happens, like you said, the next group of people are coming up. So I'd like to know your gratitude. I hope you continue to stay humble and continue to start to understand the business part now. Football.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I'm glad you're saying this. I know the main thing now these days is people that have a chance to go to the NFL, they don't play that last game thing. Well, that's something I just don't have. Maybe things are just.
He went out there like a jackrabbit. He's going to be playing.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that. That was like a double. Well.
Yeah, he was up there.
Was he leaping over guys at practice?
No, but he run the practice just as hard as he does in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I'll give him that.
Hey, now, Jimmy, they weren't having any contact today. There was more like a walkthrough?
No, so it's not bad.
Oh, they're hitting. Okay, they're hitting. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a full-on scrimmage, but they had on, full gear.
Okay, so more like thud.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you probably, I think as the week winds on now, they're probably going to tone it down here.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, the tempo clearly was it was enough to win the game, So it wasn't like it was, just had on pads and they were exhausted and guys can't move and they were burnt out. It was the perfect practice, perfect tempo, perfect energy, and so on, perfect rotation and so on. So it's like they practice hard, they also practice small.
Yeah, so you got the machine running, running well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. That's great. So we look forward to a great game here. We'll have to get some of our picks in here then. With Penn State. Well, I had a long list for us until the last couple of weeks, and then, but we can go Penn State through the rest of the Big Ten and the playoffs and this week as well. So we can get some picks in for that. You guys want to go ahead and do that? Jump in. All right. Well, let's start off Penn State this week because that's one of the first games coming up here. We got the Penn State Fiesta Bowl with Washington, and I think we're all going to be picking Penn State.
Yep, I'm picking.
Yeah, I'm typing everybody in for that except Yakov, and he couldn't make us tonight, but we'll have to get him to text us. He's going to have to text us his picks. So.
Yeah, what's up, guys? It's time to wait until 350 miles before the game.
Yeah. We'll get
Nah, I think we shouldn't get ready too much before.
That's right. Yeah, we'll get his picks. So, with Penn State, with Washington, I don't know how high score game this is going to be. I think we're probably going to be. I predict Penn State probably doing about 34, and I think Washington's going to come in maybe at a 28. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. 34-28 is my guess.
Yeah, they won the ball for 167 yards a game, so that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And like you said, Jimmy, I mean, if they have a solid running game, we certainly can't, give up all those lanes. Can't be exposed in certain places. I think the defense will. The good news about that, I guess, I just again didn't realize that this many going thing. I didn't realize that both him and Charles finished the game under suspension. So I feel a lot better, Jimmy, than it sounds like the last 3 games they've had the same people in there, including Cole Farmer, who's playing a lot better football.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not I'll probably say it because Washington does have a solid running game, but I believe I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Obviously, you guys know I'm a defensive guy. I believe Washington also gave up 17 sacks in a game one time.
Wow.
So it's something like that, I believe. It could possibly be 20. It could probably be 16, 17, or 26, but it's a double-digit high number that they gave up in the game.
Wow, that's huge. What's your score, Jimmy? What are you picking?
I think they'll probably score 24 to 27. For Washington. So somewhere in there, I think it's going to be give or take a field goal, like I said. And so I'm going to go with 24. Now I agree with you. 30, 32, 38, or something like that.
Okay, I'm going to type in what do you want, 32 or 38?
Let's go 32.
32 to 27.
32-24.
24. Okay. That's a pretty good pick. Pretty good. What about you, Stefan?
I'm going to say 35-27.
35-27. Okay. 27. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I look forward to watching. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to come out with a win with this one, and it's going to be a good game to finish this up this year. Well, we got some other bowl games to pick here, and that in mind, we have the Capital One Orange Bowl with Wisconsin and Miami. What are you thinking for this one?
I don't know, Jimmy. I'm gonna go Wisconsin on this one.
Really? Okay.
And, the reason why I'm gonna do it is because the last couple of games, Miami haven't been looking well. They haven't been playing outstanding ball, and I think overall, Wisconsin still gets the edge for me for being a power football team in terms of being, the Big Ten, us running the ball. I think they're going to run the ball well, and which will their running back isn't a huge fumble guy. So I think because they can run the ball well, that will prevent the turnover chain from coming out as much. And then and I believe they always come to play defense. Wisconsin was in the top 5 in defense this year.
Yeah, they play good ball. Defense.
Yeah, so whenever a team can run the ball and play solid defense, I think they should be in good shape. So that's why I'm going with Wisconsin.
Okay. What do you think, Stephen?
You know what? It's a hard one. I would say Wisconsin is definitely not better. Wisconsin's offensive line, I think, is one of the better ones around.
Yep.
And they've come around there. I think Miami's pretty good. But again, I think it's on film how much the University of Pittsburgh explains their weakness. And I'm going to go with Wisconsin. I don't know what the score is. I think Wisconsin's going to wear them down, and Taylor is young running back from New Jersey, but a stop Jersey young man, I think will rush for more than 150 yards.
Okay. Well, because I'm a little behind in our picks, I'm going to try to leap ahead of you guys. Or at least my game. I'm actually going to go. Well, I'm just trying to at least gain one on you, maybe, or catch up. All right. I'm actually going to go with Miami because I think Mark Rick's going to do his homework with this one, and I think Miami's going to, I think with their speed and as fast as they can move the ball, I think give Wisconsin a hard time, and I think they may pull one out. So I'm going to pick Miami on this one.
Okay.
And then we got the Outback Bowl coming up then next with the Michigan and South Carolina. That'll be an interesting game.
Well, I don't know. I think Harbaugh is in trouble.
Really?
I love him for the Big Ten. I'm not too sure about this year's Michigan team. They didn't look too good at the end of the season.
No, they didn't.
They were the ones to do. I just don't think there's any yet. They're still a work in progress. So I'm going to go with the Gamecocks of South Carolina.
Okay. How about it, Jimmy?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna still go with Harbaugh. The only reason why I want to buy with him is because he definitely has struggled season. I mean, it didn't look good on the stretch, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for the couple of weeks and so on preparation. So I'm gonna, I have to give him more than 2 weeks or so on to prepare for his team. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, that's kind of my sentiment too, Jimmy. I was just going to say that because I thought, as frustrating as their season ended for them, I think Harbaugh's the type of coach, I think, that with given the time to prepare for a game like this, I think he's going to be able to do all right. So yeah. I think it'll be.
You got to keep in mind it's not the help of recruiting.
Well,
I think he's going to be on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I think Michigan may win this one too. So then, we have down in Georgia, we got the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. We got a UCF and Auburn, which actually could be a good matchup.
No, I think it's going to be a great matchup. I think that they might even score first in Central Florida, but I think Auburn is going to. So
it's Scott Frost leave or is he coaching this one?
He's coaching this one. That's what he's trying to say. I don't know. I still don't think it's going to be good enough to be coaching. He's trying to stick a game, I'm sorry. Yeah. He's still running the ball, but he's still for the game. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how that works. So I'm going to take that. I don't know, man. I can't do it. It's going to be about something else, man. I mean, I think once you go ahead and do it, it's a big decision. And this is maybe it's not so much business for young men, but it's definitely business for the coach. I think you can't do it. I just don't care for it. I think you've got to go and you've got to move on as a program. So it could be inspiration for him. I think more than that, I just think Auburn is better. Auburn will be a better competition throughout the year. I don't think it helps.
Yeah, so, I think it helps. I think it helps in terms of Sean, you gotta understand this. It's like no matter what position, say I'm a head coach and I'm coaching, no matter how much I love the program, I'm gonna always be a nitty on it. You know what I'm saying? So I think if there was 10 leaving to go to Michigan or go somewhere else, so on, then I understand moving on. But it's like, how do you pass up the opportunity to go to a place where you were basically a legend? You know what I'm saying? To go, to go be able to run up that tunnel, to go bring glory and stuff back to your alma mater because you know what Nebraska was starting to look like. So to be up for that challenge, I mean, but then also to come in and commit to an 0-11, 0-12 UCF team, 1-11 program to actually leave undefeated and so on and win your conference and so on. I think that you have to basically say your goodbyes the proper way, and I think it shows the kind of caliber that you want. You don't want guys up and transferring and saying, "Oh, he did me wrong," or "He did that." But then it's also like you'll be able to explain it to the recruits and stuff and so on that's coming too, if they did get some solid recruits. Because it's like we try to do things a certain way in terms of having a standard. How can we tell this guy he didn't blow off? It's just an opportunity of his lifetime came and presented itself, and he has to take it. Also, it can also be a good situation. Like I would love for UCF, so they don't go backwards. I would love for them, I don't know, every coach is going with Scott Frost, but it would be awesome if he could, or if there was a guy on his coaching staff who could take over for the head coaching job and so on, and keep them, keep the recruits coming in and so on, and keep this thing moving in a positive direction. And obviously you don't have to change the whole defense, change the whole offense, have them get, to know the new coaches and so on, across the board. To have somebody that they trust and so on. So that would be awesome if they were doing it that way. But even with all that being said, I think Auburn is going to win this game. I think they're going to go out there and, given that situation, I know it's emotional and everything else and so on, but I just think that, obviously, like you said, they played tougher town and so on all year, and I know the guys at UCF is going to give their best effort. I would like to see them win, but I just think Auburn has too much going.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you on that with Auburn. I think they're going to win this one. Great to see what's happened with UCF's program, though, from startup till now. Incredible what they've done. Yeah. So I wish them the best, too, but I think Auburn's going to win this one. And we got the Citrus Bowl with the Notre Dame and LSU.
I think LSU's a good football team. I think they'll be a better game. I think Notre Dame is close.
Okay.
And this is who? Auburn? I mean, this is who?
Notre Dame, LSU.
I'm rooting for your team. Skip. Who you know, big team? LSU?
No, he went the Irish.
Oh my God!
I can't even, man. That's why I'm picking LSU, just because I want Notre Dame to lose. I hope they do.
And where the game is?
It's at the Citrus Bowl. It's going to be down in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
So if it is balmy and warm, I think that the boys down south are going to have.
Yeah, I'm gonna go LSU.
All right, okay. The big dude's got Notre Dame. We'll see how it plays out. Again, I hope Notre Dame loses.
I think Notre Dame will probably pull it off, but I'm going LSU.
Okay.
Just because I'm going with you. That's the one game I'm going to be with you for.
Okay. Hey, we got then of course we got the Rose Bowl out there with Alabama and Clemson. So will the Tide roll?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to the Tide.
Yeah, I'm going with the Tide too, man, because I know it's going to be tough for them. They so I'm going to have tough matchup problems with those wide receivers. You know, it's going to be a battle between Auburn's receiver, Clemson's receiver number 13 and 28, my man from Woodbury, Anthony Avery. That's going to be a tough one. And they lose a few of them, but I think Alabama controls this football game this time.
I think so. I think they're going to win this one. And, well, next week we'll come back and we'll see how this plays out, and we'll be able to try to do our picks for the national championship, which should be a great one. So, wow, it's the fastest hour in college football, guys. It's a blast every week, and I'm so thankful to each week to be able to do this. I'm having more fun than I should be allowed to have. And I can't help but thank you guys, especially for making it great each week.
Yeah, well, it's a great being on the show. I'm looking forward to a really great Christmas with the family. First, a number of people from Branch, a lot of love over there. Just glad to be here, glad to be alive, and glad to be able to contribute what the good Lord's given me. I'm looking forward to a great 2018.
Amen to that, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I've always had a great critic over the years. My mom always listened to us, and she'd always she loved you guys, and you guys always did a great job. She really loved you guys, and so nice to and so thankful to have you guys love and support this past couple weeks, and we'll just come back here and do it all again. And thank you, Stephen, for the love you've shown to me and my family. Jimmy, your phone calls and encouraging words, man. I love you guys. I appreciate you a lot. And we'll just come back here and do it all again next week. Hopefully, Jacob will be with us. Make sure you text him, and we'll get his picks up on here, and we'll do it all over again.
No, that's not the
I gotta love you, Kobe. No. He's a great guy too, and he texted. No, I love the Kobe. He's a great guy, and he texted and showed just the same amount of support. And can't thank everybody enough. So, well, on behalf of any party, final words, guys, before we wrap it up here till next year.
No, it's a blessing to do this show with you guys. All you guys like family, obviously not just this family at home, but the radio family, and it's an honor to have you guys have me. I'm definitely counting my blessings every day to be able to laugh and joke with you guys. So you guys don't realize how much you guys mean to me, even when it comes in out here for myself and not getting that Penn State love that I want.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Jimmy, I'm telling you, with what you've been doing out of practice, man, I see Coach having a personal air jet for you each week coming in. Yeah, I see him setting you up with the house here, man, and he'll set you up here, man. I'm telling you, it'd be great to have you back here like that. So, man, I'm sure their eyes are popping out there, and their ears are just bent over trying to listen to what insights you give to them at practice like this. So, and I thank you for what you're giving back to this team already, man, with the experience in the NFL, the insights and depth that it's priceless, Jimmy, what you do for this team right now. And I hope Coach Franklin sees and appreciates that and says, hey, we got to get Jimmy in here. We'd love to have you back here, buddy. So let's hope that happens here in the days and weeks to come. In the meantime, though, hey, don't get too cold out there wearing your sandals and your hoodie. That's awesome. So, hey, I love you guys. On behalf of Jimmy Kennedy, the big dude, Stephen Davis, my name's Skip Rowell. We'll get to go back here next week. You've been listening to Lions Live. We'll return you back here to our regular scheduled program. Have a great night, folks.
All right, have a good one.
Lord bless.
Yeah, be cool.
Service and the Ad Council.
At 106.3 FM, this is the all-new WBLF AM and FM. Depend on it.
Brought to you by the
National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
If you think putting a supercharged V8 in a sedan is crazy or just plain wrong, well, we've got news for you.